Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk and discuss about education. The motion is this house will abolish primary and middle school years that group children based on their age and rather instead group them by competency and intelligence. And we, as the government, strongly believe and support this motion. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that education is one of the most, if not the most important thing for a nation to thrive and get a better future. We can look with Western countries, they prove this to be true. They have better education than us, and right now they have better social, better economic, better life than what we country have. Therefore, we get left behind, and right now through education, we can pursue what we left behind. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very important for us, right, to have the best education as possible for our future generations, because our future generations will be the one that rule and lead our country in the futures. And one of the way for us to make their quality higher is through make sure that education will be the best, so they will know how to do in the futures. They will know what the best to lead our country. Ladies and gentlemen, at the moment, our education is based on 3 levels, right? The first one is primary education, which lasts for 6 years. After that, they go to middle school, which lasts for 3 years, and lastly, they go to high school for 3 years, which totaling to 12 years of educations, right? Right now, ladies and gentlemen, our system, we group students based on their age. So students will be around the same age when they attend school. And eventually, they will have the same age friends. They will have the same age classmate. Even though right now, ladies and gentlemen, our Minister of Education, Nadiem Makarim, have issued Curriculum Merdeka, which allows teachers to make faster or slower approach for their students, but it is still unproductive for them and for the education itself, since the class are only around the same ages, but having diverse competency in intelligence level. This proof making education at class unproductive. This by doing grouping based on age, we are actually creating issues for us, because the factor being put is only the age, the number they gain every single year, their physical number, not counting any other criteria needed regarding themselves and education, right? In effect, this can make many problems, such as 1, delaying students with higher competency and intelligence, while also forcing students with lower competency in intelligence. The one who have higher level will actually become stagnant. They will be forced to stay behind, to stick with their friends, even though they could do so much better than that. And on the other hand, the one who have lower level will actually being forced to stay there, to stay in front with their friends, even though they are not able and they are not receiving the same information as their friends. 2, grouping our children based on their age, actually making the class not inclusive, since teachers know that their students are based by age and not by competency intelligence. The teachers will have to choose where the lesson heading to, what kind of approach they are going to be. There are 3 options for them, either fast learning, slow learning, or medium learning. The first one will make children with higher competencies and intelligence can follow through, but the one who have medium and lower level will not be able to follow through. They cannot stick with the fast pace. Slow learning, on the other hand, makes children with lower intelligence can manage, but the others will be delayed because they are going to be forced behind. And that makes teachers oftenly use the medium way of approach, which may delay and force some children from the same class. This is still not productive for our education. Therefore, this proves makes teacher harder to ensure that every student receives and understands they can absorb around the same amount of information. There are some reasons, ladies and gentlemen, that we believe as the government, the primary and middle school years should be based on age should be abolished and being replaced by competency and intelligence based group. By competency and intelligence-based grouping, we can reach benefits such as 1. Maximizing every student's potential and abilities. Ladies and gentlemen, if we group them based on their intelligence and competencies, they will be able to have different kind of approach. They will have the thing that they need and the thing that they receive. They have something to earn, will be the same with something they learn. It is very important because higher level will get a much more harder and faster types of approach. Meanwhile, the one with lower level, we have slower and easier types of approach. This will be the same with their own competencies, with their own capabilities, not sticking with the standard that someone needs to pursue. They will not be keep behind or keep in front. 2. Making it easier and more comfortable for teachers to educate, because by grouping based on their competency and intelligence, teachers will become more comfortable when it comes to teaching their children, because they know what kind of approach they are going to offer. With higher level, they will be much more fast, much more straightforward. When it comes to lower level, they will know how to be much slower, much slow pace, so that they can understand the information very well. 3. Making sure that students' report are real. Their score are not keep low or keep high. Oftenly, from what we see, students with high score, high capabilities are being put low to the standard because they are so much in front of their other peers. And it is very important for us because it's not fair to do so. The same goes with lower level students. Their score is kept high so they can pass and they can be as like their friends. It is not fair for every single person in the classroom. 4. It's also reducing the number of students who didn't pass. We all know that every single year there are so many lower level competency and intelligence students who didn't pass just because they cannot understand the information they receive in the classroom because they don't have the competency for that. And by base them on their grouping based on their intelligence and competency, this would actually reduce the number of students who didn't pass. Lastly, it also makes students easier to be tutor for their friends since they will be more understanding with each other, which higher their social interaction. And then you might ask why we are going to abolish this only with primary and middle school years. Because primary and middle school is where the students know what they want to do. And in high school, they are just going to pursue their potential and interest. And that's why we are going to abolish this in primary and middle school years. We as the government support this motion and we are proud to open the case. Thank you.